Good afternoon. I'm Hannah Thibedeau. Welcome to CBC News Network. And we are going to start with a tornado watch in effect, for Windsor-Essex and Chatham-Kent in southwestern Ontario. Environment Canada says conditions are favorable for potential severe thunderstorms, which could produce tornadoes. Let's bring in TJ Deer. He was with us last hour, joins us again this hour. Whoa, TJ, big difference this hour. What are officials saying?
Yeah, massive difference, as you can see from an hour ago. The rain has really started to pick up. Officials are saying we're in the middle of a tornado watch, not a tornado warning. Now, the difference between a watch and a warning is that with a tornado watch, Environment Canada is saying that a tornado could touch down in the affected areas, whereas a warning means that it likely will touch down or absolutely will touch down. And we got a preview of this over the last week and leading up to this past weekend when a bunch of tornadoes touched down in the Mississippi Valley in the southern U.S. last week. And because of that, that storm front has now moved north. It's now, over the weekend, it was in the Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan area. In fact, in Michigan, there was a small town just about an hour outside Detroit that was hit with a tornado. And part of that tornado included high winds and hailstorms. And the local police department in the town told people to get indoors as quickly as possible to seek shelter. And that storm front is now moving across Michigan here into southwestern Ontario, and it's going to move up towards Toronto as the day progresses.
And we are seeing what the conditions are like outside right now. And it's plus 21. Is that what I'm hearing there?
It is plus 21, and that's part of the favorable conditions. Yeah, it's actually pretty warm right now, although you can't really tell because of all the rain that's falling down. And I mean, that's part of the tornado watch alert that was issued by Environment Canada earlier today. We're going to see temperatures in the low to mid high 20s. We're going to see wind gusts of up to 100 kilometers an hour. And we also might see hail the size of a ping pong balls. Now, we spoke with an Environment Canada meteorologist not too long ago about how likely storms are to touch down, how likely tornadoes are to touch down. Here's what he had to say about them issuing a percentage of likeliness.
And we're dealing with a time of year, it's still very early in the season. The waters of the Great Lakes, in particular Lake Erie, are very cool. Those cool waters can act as a break on some of the storms that would move across, say, from the Ohio area, across Lake Erie and into southwestern Ontario. Windsor's a bit of a different case just because of the geography, the way it sort of pokes out a bit and doesn't really get that same flow off Lake Erie when the winds are from the southwest. So again, in that situation, for Windsor itself, we'd be watching much more closely what's going on in lower Michigan and northern Ohio to see the potential for that storm to get into Windsor proper.
So that's what Environment Canada had to say about predicting a tornado touching down. And we just saw a flash of lightning in the background here. Difficult to tell because Detroit is pretty much gone. You can barely see it from here. And this storm is going to come in waves across the Detroit River into southwestern Ontario. We're hearing experts say that the worst of it is going to be between now until 4:30, 5 o'clock this evening here in southwestern Ontario, and that the worst of it is going to hit parts like Sarnia. And we just heard a thunderclap a few seconds ago as well. So the thunderstorms are here. And later on in the day, as the storm dies down here, it's going to travel up towards Toronto. The worst of it there should be over by 7 or 8 p.m. this evening. Anna?
Oh, TJ, I know it's raining, but I want to show viewers this. If you can just stand there for a few seconds, because TJ, we are going to head out to, yeah, you can stay in the shot too. Maybe say hi to Cameron McIntosh. He's in a very different scene. You're plus 20, Cam, wintry, white, like viewers, look at that. What a stark difference. TJ and Cam, I know you can't see each other, but Cam, I'm going to come over to you now. TJ, thank you kindly. Go get dried off. Cam, much of southern Manitoba, if you look out your window,